Tianyu, Xiaoling, and Hanling. Oh, and Zachary, please turn on your camera. Hi, Zach.
Oh, camera cannot.
Camera not working as usual. All right. So thank you very much for turning on the camera. Hao Xian, are you able to turn on your camera? Warren is on taking off today to watch the video because I think she's preparing for other exam maybe. Oh my goodness, I didn't change. Yeah. So let's go through this new topic for the month. You poor thing, what happened to you, Charlie? Mama, like, don't stress, don't stress. Okay, so let's go talk about religions and race. I think Hao Xian, Han Ling and Tianyu, yesterday we talked about religions and race based on our essay topic, but now today one is a bit different. We want to talk about like something like if let's say you're creating a comprehension passage, which one do you think is relevant in certain society or maybe in Singapore? Okay, Ziye, which one do you think to you, okay, Ziye, religion and race is, let's say you want to write a comprehension passage or do a comprehension passage, which one do you think is more important and relevant? I'm not sure. Your school got do social study now?
No,
No.
like the O level people do, then we don't do. The IP people don't do. But O level people you can choose to do or not.
You mean SCGS got O level and IP, right?
Yeah.
Or IP don't have lah.
Yeah, IP has to take full humans.
How was the history?
It was okay.
Pass. I mean the result come out already.
Haven't. We just finished our UIs.
The whole entire all subject completed already.
Yeah, we finished like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
No.
Huh?
Oh, we finished yesterday.
The whole
Today.
everything all subject.
We started last Friday.
So, wow, so you can enjoy life already,
Yeah.
Oh no, you only enjoy a short period of time because next year is going to be more hectic for you, right? More works to do because you're preparing not just for O level, for E levels, right? All right.
I don't
Okay.
take O levels.
No, you don't take O level, but what I mean, sorry, preparing for A level, 讲错, correct no? Yeah. Okay, so let's say we use this for IP. Ziye, what kind of ingredients would you like to put inside there? What kind of ingredients, like religion and race, right? If you're doing an E-level paper, so let's say in the comprehension passage, which one do you think is more important and why do you emphasize that particular race or religion is important, and how you convince and connect people to believe what you say is makes sense? Back to you, Ziye.
I feel like because Singapore is like a multiracial country, so I feel that for race it'll be like more relevant.
Oh, okay. Why?
But religion is also quite relevant because of how like Singapore has many many different people from different races, and then I feel like there's like a lot of racial issues in like other countries. For example, there was like this issue in like a few years back. It was the Black Lives Matter movement thing.
Where is it? Say again.
I think it's in like the US.
You mean the George Floyd issue, is it? The police issue, is it? Is it because of the George Floyd, where they kill him and then the Blacks Lives Matters? Is that the issue you're talking about?
Yeah, so I feel like especially because Singapore is like multiracial, so it's like even more important for us to make sure that this kind of thing doesn't happen. Because it's like it's very easy for this kind of things to happen. Also because how Singapore has like had racial riots before. So it's also very important to like, emphasize race. But I'm not saying that religion isn't important either.
So if you are doing A level paper, like not talking about A level paper, what kind of questions or reflections do you think the teachers will ask you to do? first few questions, they are not going to ask you what are the types of religions, what are the type of race. Come on, this is really a low ability questions. They might ask you the reason why religions will be more important than race in terms of what? In terms of geographical reason, or in terms of historical value, or in terms of social value, in terms of economical values, in terms of political values, or in terms of psychological values. Wow, you see, there are so many different types. So when you don't just look at it like set 3, set 4, this kind of questions is different level of different types. So write down Ziye. Okay, back to you. Thank you, Ziye, for your sharing. And you choose race, Ziye. Okay. So how about you, Zachary? Which one do you think is more important? Let's say as an O-level students, you come out this kind of questions. Race and religion, which is more important to today's society, especially in Singapore?
I think race.
Why?
Because religion, right? Like okay, no, wait, hold up.
You're lagging. Your mic is not so good. I'm so sorry. Can you say again?
I think because
Race,
like,
race is important. Yeah.
because race is like religion is what you believe in. So like I don't think anyone can like change your perspective on like what you believe in. And then race is like I don't know how to explain, but yeah.
No, you need to explain, my dear. Next year you're set 4, and you're going for A-level. Even though, sorry, leader, sorry. Let me interrupt for a while. Even from now on, don't say, I don't know how to explain. How do I put it this way? How could I suggest, how should I put it in such a more philosophical views or hypothesis views, or how should I put it in my own or perspective? You don't say, I don't know, please. You have to start to really squeeze your brain juice to think of it. By who or by who, you cannot say, I think I'm not sure. No. We can't do that already, because time is not on your side. The more you have this kind of thinking, you're really killing yourself. So do not have this kind of concept. You must say, well, I think, in my opinions, I may not know much about religions because I'm a free thinker. Therefore, I feel that race is blah, blah, blah. Religion. Okay, now, Zach, you hold on for that. Can you, maybe you use your whatever you said yesterday, share with the views, please. Yes, can you?
Read the thing.
No, whatever you
bit laggy.
maybe you can have new ideas now today. Okay, so that one yesterday
Like
more creative writings, right? But today this one here is what you see as, like, for example, in comprehension passage. What kind of question do you think they will ask you? Yes.
What type of question?
Yeah, let's
if
say
I go by my SS, they will probably most likely ask you what is more important if going by my SS. Because for comprehension, I'm not very sure, but from SS, which is my SS paper, that's what they put out. They asked us about which one is more important than the other one.
Okay, so which one do you choose? Based on experience.
Based, if I remember answer correct. Oh yeah, it wasn't this. It was religion and nationality, but I think nationality and races are like kind of the same thing in a way.
Not really,
indirectly,
yeah.
Indirectly it's kind of same. But for me, I'm pretty sure I put nationality is more important.
So race, in other words.
Yeah, race in a sense.
Okay, why?
Mainly put is like, how do I say? It's like if you're that race, right? It's like you're part of that family group. It's like if we are Singaporean, right? Then you're like part of the Singapore family. Everyone like you don't have to worry about laws and stuff. Race is also the same thing. Like Chinese have their own. They are protected by like Chinese laws and stuff. Is it? If I'm not wrong. But religion is also kind of the same. But I feel like people are like, religion can start a bigger controversy in a sense.
Whoa, okay. A bit different from what you said yesterday. Okay, thank you. How about you, Han-Ling? So what kind of question do you think will come out? Let's say there's a passage about race and religions. Han-Ling, are you there?
It's pretty standard. They can only ask you how this benefits society, how this doesn't benefit society. What are your thoughts on how this benefits?
Are you talking about the summary questions, right?
Yeah.
So what is the advantages, disadvantages, and what not only advantages and disadvantages, pros and cons. What do you see the good points of a country having religions or not? That kind of question.
Yeah, yeah.
So for your own perspective, which one do you think, race or religions, is more important to you?
To me, it's race. Because
Race, why?
I don't actually
Huh?
but I
Sorry?
don't particularly follow a religion.
Okay, you don't particularly follow religion, so you are like not just free thinker, you just fair. You respect all the religions, but you don't
That's
follow.
true.
Am I right to say that?
That's true. Yes, that's true.
Okay, respect. Okay, thank you, sir. So, Ke Ying, what do you think? Ke Ying, your turn.
I think
Oh, by the way, Ke Ying, do you have a religion?
no.
No. Okay. So which one do you think is more important, race or religions to you?
Religion.
Religion. Oh, you are not a religious person. You do not have a religion, but you say religion is important. That is so cool. Would you mind kindly explain to your stand why you choose religion is more important than race?
Because race is like just something where like you belong when you are born. Like you just naturally get a race when you're born, I guess.
You can't choose, right?
Yeah.
You're born to be Chinese, choose Chinese. You're born to be white, choose white. You're born to be Japanese, choose Japanese. Okay, yeah. So carry on.
And for religion, you have an option if you want to be this or that.
Oh, you have the option to choose whether you want or don't want. Okay, fair enough. So, then if there's an option, then why you think religion is still important? Back to you, Kain.
Because
No right or wrong answer. This one we cannot answer for you, no, because it's your choice, all right? Yes, Kain. 加油. Why? You see my hand got this. I got trigger finger. Okay, yes, Kain. Hello.
because like you have to respect other people's choice and stuff.
Fair enough. Thank you very much. Respect choice. How Shen, which one do you think is more important?
Actually, I do not know.
Huh? Can you please turn on your camera? Huh? Seriously, can you turn on your camera? Huh? Please don't switch off. Last few weeks, you have not been turning on the camera. Can you please turn on? I feel
Because I'm naked.
never mind. We love to see your naked body.
What?
Huh?
I open after I wear it, like after I answer this question.
No lah, you're not naked lah. You just don't want to turn on
No, legit, I'm naked.
Yeah, you just don't want to turn on, don't want to see our face now. Yeah. He's a minor. Okay, thanks, Zach. Yeah, he's a minor. Yeah. Okay, Hao Xian, which one do you think is more important, race or religion?
I don't know.
There's no such thing. I told you, right? You
No,
still
but
have to
like
choose.
you like okay, let's
Hey,
take
you
it
study,
like
you
that.
do social study, like, don't tell me.
Let's take it as like that. During the 90s, race was more important because there were because of black and whites, right?
Carry on. Good.
And during the 20s, some religions, right, respect their culture so much or whatever that they would kill people if they disrespect it. So like that's important and like as well. So
That's a good one. Not bad.
it's
Carry
quite
on.
balanced because in the past, black people was important to white people because they were slaves.
Yes, true.
But today, this generation, there's no more race and like differences, but there's still like people judging each other. So I don't know whether race or religion is more important.
But based on your own opinion, your personal choice,
I feel like race is more important.
race important, huh? Okay, thank you very much. And you bloody hell better turn on your camera, I tell you. Huh?
I'll go wear a shirt.
Thank you. Who's next? Yes. Zachary, later you have to answer. You did not fully answer my questions. Which one? 宗教还是民族呢？
民族
Race 啊？
，yes，
为什么呢？
how to explain? I need to think like how to
You-
explain it.
You need to think, okay,
Yeah.
Xiao Ling, which one is more important to you?
I would say race
Oh, why?
because I do not have a religion. I don't understand the importance of religion. However, I do understand the importance of race, as in our culture, as in our social behavior, as in how we are born. So it's more important to me for race because religion doesn't have a part in my life.
I can say religion doesn't have an impact in your life. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you very much. How is Zach? Thank you. Zach,
Can I say both are equally important?
you're very smart move. Very smart move. So next time, Zach, since you're the only child, right? Your mom and your wife come to you. Who you love most? Both are equally important in your life, right? All right. You say that to your wife asks you to sleep in the kitchen. Then if you say your mom is important, then if you say to your wife, their mom say, 哎，你这个不孝子，我养你这么多年了，哎呀，你真是，哇 very smart move, I said. So the same stupid question they like to ask. When your mom and your wife are in the sea, who will you save, right? Correct, that kind of question.
Mom.
Right, they run, you bloody hell, you. I will save my my mom. Okay, I will save my mom out on the ship, then I will jump down together with my wife. Is it yeah, good question, good answer. 我救我母亲大人上岸先，然后我跳下去跟我的老婆在一起，不能同日同生，那种天长地久。Because that beside they are both equally important. You have to choose which one do you think is more important. I agree with you. Now, both are equally important. There must be some 1% that the other one is definitely important. Okay,
Is it in Singapore or worldwide?
very good. I was about to give you my answer. Whether you are in Singapore or worldwide, for me, listen, for Uncle Raymond's, I would definitely choose religions than race. Okay, I think back few months ago, I'm not sure, Yaya, you joined the lesson. Back few months ago, I told you before, war and cloning, there's one part where it's religions. I think religions is the one who create a lot of upheavals from the day when there is religions and all the ways until today. Because of religions, they unite people, they destroy people, they brings the world peace to people. Because of religions, Hitler killed the Jews, of course the race, based on race and religions. As well as the Japanese killing the Chinese, of course the race, not the religions. And we have talked about Stalin's also. But if you know all the communist countries, they do not believe in religions. Because of that, you know what happens. And because of religions, they got this Muslim, the Islamic country fighting with the Christian country in Europe, and that's called the Crusade War. So I feel religions especially is very, very important in Singapore, not the race, in my opinion. You see, because of religions, they really unite. You can look around from the 1st of January all the way to the 31st of December. You look at the whole entire calendar, all the holidays are all related to religions. You agree with me? Christmas is religion, what? Visa Day also religion, what? Good Friday also religion, what? Chinese New Year, maybe you don't say it's religion, fair enough, but 我们有拜天公, brother, Halloween is not considered religion, sorry. Halloween is not inside Catholic. Let me talk about Halloween later, Xiao Ling. Good question. Halloween is not considered. It's only for the non-Catholic, they believe in Halloween. Catholic will never take part in Halloween. Okay, let me explain these. Very good questions. And what I want to say, Diwali also got to do religions. Hari Raya, Puasa, and Hari Haji also got to do religion. 对吗，爷爷？你觉得吗？你看是吗？除了你看端午节也是 religion 要祭拜那个屈原，只要用烧香银纸这些 definitely is got to do。就像佛教跟道教有什么不同 ？Buddhism and Taoism, what is the difference? 两个都是有讲轮回吗？有孟婆吗？Talk about reincarnations. Christian Catholic as a Catholic myself we don't believe in reincarnation 的我们死就是去哪个 H 一个 H 就是 heaven，另外一个 H 就是 hell。OK， so it's called HEH, heaven, earth, and hell. Hey, okay. So Zachary, can you answer the question now?
I say race is more important because coming from like even though I do not have a race, coming
Ah,
from
you
a
even don't have a
certain
race?
I know I don't have a religion.
Oh, you
so
don't have a
like,
race? My goodness, you're alien. Oh
I
my
don't have a race, no way.
I'm different.
Zachary is an alien. Sorry, just kidding. You don't have a region. Okay, Zach. Yeah, carry on.
So I don't understand like the religion part like that well.
Okay, so you are more free thinkers. But do you believe there is a God? No. Since you don't have religion, do you believe there is God in this world?
I mean yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I should ask this question instead. Okay, good. Can I stand up? Because I'm damn freaking hot. The moment I sit down, I want to sleep already. Very tired, very hot. I think next round I have to move into my room for aircon. Okay, thank you, Zachary. So religion, race, okay. Yeah, what do you think?
To me, I think that race is more important because like I don't have a religion, so I don't really can understand the importance of religion. Yeah.
I think so far I've been going through for so many years. A lot of your generations, maybe 50% don't even have a religions. Not because you all come from China, communist countries, don't believe in practice religions. No, even Singaporeans, the kids themselves, they also may not want to have a religions. But usually a Singaporean kids in Singapore will definitely have a religions because of their forefathers here in Singapore. Okay, let me talk about Halloween a bit more later on. Kei, will you mind start off? Since you are the youngest in this group, I want to bully you. Ha 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 ha. Okay, Kei, just kidding. Let's go. Can you see the screen? What do you say?
It's race refers to a group of people defined by their race,
Yeah.
color, and nationality, including citizenship as well as ethnic or national origins. Religion generally refers to the wider range of recognized practice faith. Beliefs refers to religious and philosophical beliefs, including lack of belief, such as
Atheism. Atheism means they don't believe in God. That means they only believe in science. Okay, take down of this word atheism 也就是说我从你看一个 free thinker 跟一个 atheism 不一样Free thinker means I know there is God, I respect God. Okay, but I just don't want to take religion. That is free thinker, in my opinion. But atheism is sorry 哪里有神的 The only God I believe is money. 财神爷I don't believe in God. I believe in science. I don't believe in anything there's God in this world. Sorry. I'm not superstitious. 我不是那个迷信那种人。Okay. So now come back to you. Telling Halloween later. So what are the 5 races in Singapore? Kei?
Chinese, Malays, and Indians form the 3 largest groups. They constitute 78%, 14%, and 7% respectively of our population. Among the other races which make up the remaining 1%, Eurasians form the largest group, followed by Arabs. Together they account for more than 60% of this 1%.
Thank you very much. Last one. Seriously, last one. Okay, go. Before I talk about Halloween.
The U.S. Office of Management and Budget, which determines the racial categories used by the Census Bureau and other federal agencies, currently outlines 5 racial groups: American Indian or Alaska Native, Asian, Black or White, African American, Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander, and White.
Thank you. So you see, in this Singapore itself, majority are Chinese. And then when you look about US, they tell you there are different groups, the American Indians and so on and so forth, the Hawaiians and other Islanders, Africans, Asians. So to answer your questions, Halloween is fall on the 31st of October. That is only the Halloween is to so-called pay respect and acknowledge the all the people who are dead. Okay, take note. That is the 31st of October. Catholic, we don't believe on Halloween days, and we do not celebrate Halloween the tweets or sweets, right? Okay, going around to get a pumpkin, a Halloween pumpkin to ask for sweets or treats or something like that. No, we don't do that. But they say, how come the American practice that? Now we are talking about Americans. But in a real context, okay, we as a Catholic, we do not practice that. Yeah. You know what's the difference between Catholics and non-Catholic? Yeah. Of course you don't know, right? Don't know. Okay. Tian-Yu, I explained to you yesterday, right? What is the difference between
Which one?
Catholic and
Catholic.
Protestant? Yeah.
Catholic and what?
Protestant. Catholic and non-Catholic. What's the difference?
There's a difference, eh?
我昨天跟你讲而已，你忘记了啊？
Yeah, 50% of the time I was lagging because I was lagging and I wasn't really.
Okay,
We
how
didn't talk
about
about Catholic. The only thing I remember was Buddhism and Taoism.
Okay, how about you, Haling? Anyone know what is the difference between Catholic and non-Catholic?
They come from different.
Wait. Oh wait, never mind. Is it the one where you say about the cross one? The one where if they're wearing, it's like you go ask your friend if they're Catholic or not or something like that. Then it's the one where if they have like the cross, the one with the Jesus
They
on
believe
the cross, right? Then that one
Christians,
is Catholic. If not, then the others is not, right?
Yes.
Because
Correct.
one of them believes that Jesus died for the world, but then the other one believes that Jesus got reborn or something like that, right?
Okay. Let me explain to all of you. Please listen. Okay. Because this month is about religion and race, don't confuse. You realize that Catholic is actually the main Christian. Okay, they have Virgin Mother Mary and Joseph. 不可能 Jesus 从石头出来像是蜈蚣的，对吗？Zachary, right? 对吗？可英，对吗？乔林 and yeah. So Catholic is actually the whole family. 天主教，如果不是天主吗？还是基督教？I always confuse 应该是天主吧。So Mother Mary and Joseph. So why Mother Mary is virgin? Because Mother Mary did not have sex with Joseph to give birth to Jesus. God told Mary that it's okay, you will be using your this womb to conceive Jesus and give birth to Jesus. But back then, at that time, if you don't get married, you have this pregnancy without a marriage. That means 就是一个是罪孽，会放进猪笼incest. Okay, this called qualifications where you do not allow this kind of things to happen. Now nowadays, even you don't get married, the girl get pregnant is no big deal. But in the past, if the girl get pregnant without marriage, it's a very big sin. So Joseph came in to be the father of Jesus. That's all. So to Catholics, this is how it works. But after many years later, there got this king in France or in England. He decided to break away from the Catholics and he wants to remarry another queen. In a Catholic, we don't allow this to happen. Now, Catholics always do this. Look at me. I always say, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. So only Catholic will do this. Okay, when you see a person do this like that, he or she is a Catholic. Only Catholic. If those Christians say, like for example, when we are praying for the food, in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, dear Lord Jesus, thank you for the foods that we are right in front of us. Have to eat together as a family. Thank you for giving us the peace to eat together and enjoy the foods that the person has cooked. Thank you, God. In the name of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. That is Catholic. But for a non-Catholic, they'll say, let's pray. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for giving us the food to eat together as one family. Thank you for giving this precious time to eat together and bond together. Thank you. Amen. That is Protestant, Methodist, and 7 days or Jehovah's Witness. All right. In Singapore, many years ago, these Jehovah's Witness and 7-day Adventists, 他们不拿枪的. They don't believe in weapons. So 他们去 national service 不能拿枪. So the government stopped them from these religions and not allowed. Just like in China, got this group called 法轮功. 听过吗？听过法轮功吗？ It's a very big organization. 你去问你妈咪 daddy 就会知道了。法轮功 is being so-called prohibited in China. So come back to this again. Catholic is how we work. You look at the cross, you don't believe, you go and type Google now, you type Catholic cross. If you type a Catholic cross, on top of the cross itself, you will see a Jesus there, lying like that. Okay, that is Catholic cross. So if you see someone, your friend with a cross, the Catholic on it, the Jesus on it, okay, is considered a Catholic. But if you see a cross without Jesus on the cross, that means they believe Jesus has been resurrected to heaven. As for Catholic, we always believe Jesus died for our sin. That's why Jesus is on the cross. So that is Catholic. Okay? And Catholic, we believe in the 1st of November, come back to this. We only believe 1st of November, that is the All Saints Day. That means Saint Mother Teresa, Saint Peter, Saint Raymond, Saint Thomas, Saint Michael, Saint Thomas, Saint Peter, Saint Luke, Saint John, all these saints. Okay, saint means 圣人. But because the non-Catholic, they don't believe in that, so that's why they came up the so-called Halloween Day. Okay, so sorry, you realize in country like other country, they practice Halloween. But they're funny. How come Singapore allowed Halloween? And why they practice that? Because it's a free practice of religion, so-called. So these are the religions that the Catholic don't believe, but the other non-Catholic believe. Okay? And some Halloween, okay, come on. Some of you are non-Christian. You also go around and have celebrate Halloween days. So Halloween has become like Valentine's Day and okay, just like Valentine's Day. So if you ask me, Halloween, is it a religion? To me, it's not lah, of course. But to some, maybe yes. But you ask me, is it the 1st of November, All Saints Day, is it a religion? Yes, of course. Because we thanks to all these saints who brings the beauty and the gospel of Jesus to the world. Just like释迦牟尼Buddha, he got a lot of disciples. Okay, so the same thing, they bring the good things, just like the Tang Sangzang, for example. So I feel that religions are the ones who have the most powerful than race. Because of religions, you start to learn all different types of things. Now, because religions allow the race to be tolerant, to respect, to also to give in to one another, not only tolerance and respect, but also to live in harmony and peace. But because some people look at it, their religions are more powerful than the others, so they decided to go against the other religions. Okay, so that is the things. Then that's the things that what we feel that religions are more important. Hold on. Okay, so in US, people say, is US a Christian country? In most of the Western are all Christian. Most of them, whether they are Protestant, Methodists, or Catholics, are also very confused. In fact, there are churches in the Europe countries, they cannot see the, I would just say cannot, they will not participate in the church. Okay? It's just like now, to them, religion is not important, very sad. But in the past, religions really unite the whole country. So Singapore, you realize the whole holidays are mostly like 90%. I feel that Chinese New Year has also got to do religions. 因为 religions, during Chinese New Year, 他们有拜天公不懂初几初7还是初9，农历新年有初1到15，然后不懂初9还是初10，他们就会拜天公，就是说那个神下凡了，还是上天了，不懂是第7还是第8天。Okay, so I feel that you realize the whole entire Singapore's holidays are related to religions. Whereas you go back to China, I'm not sure now presently, like, is it all the holidays are related to religions, but it seems like because of the past culture we have. So I feel that I just want to convince you why I feel religions is important. Of course, you can say, no, I'm sorry, no matter how you tell me, I still think race is important. I leave it to you. My respect to you, okay? But as far as concerned, I've been teaching for so many years. I've been reading so many books. And I went through different churches and temples and mosques. And some of my families are Islam, Muslim, and all things like that, and Buddhism and Taoism. Same thing. Go back to Buddhism and Taoism. What is the difference? Buddhism is 如来佛祖, and Taoism 就是所谓的千手观音, but people say 千手观音是 Buddhism. 如来, for example, 哪吒啦, 大爷伯、二爷伯 those are ghost catchers or 天公的大伯公，哪吒还有什么孙悟空 ，all these are Taoist belief. So are we confusing? So which one should we take? And you realize sometimes their funerals are a bit different. Okay, for a Buddhist, it's just that they don't burn a lot of joystick and they just 念经, whereas the Taoists will burn a lot of joysticks and incense paper. So this is it culture or is it their traditional value? Or is it because they mix race and religions together and form it to become parts of the custom? Very confusing, right? Especially you come to Singapore, you see different people practice different things. But there is a uniqueness of Singapore. We allow people from different race to practice their own. Some you realize, Zachary, I don't know you. Do you have Indian friend or anyone have Indian friend? You know that their New Year is different, no? Indian got about 100 over different groups of languages and race, maybe. And you see, sometimes this group of Indian, you see when they wear until very, very nice, they are actually celebrating their Indian holidays. And they got the Sikh, Sikh, right? S-I-K-H. They have another religions and they also practice their different New Year. So the whole years, we only see, I realize that now, in India's custom, they just like 我们在华人有广东人、潮州人、福建人、海南人、客家人、上海人，对吗？ So just imagine in India got this type of group of people and their celebration. You see, for us, 我们不管是广东人、潮州人、福建人 we all celebrate one common Chinese New Year, 就是新年. But to the Indians, they different, no? The group of Indians like Punjabi will celebrate their New Year in different day. The Tamil will celebrate another day. The Sinhalese will be another day. Different New Year. So you see, very funny. And in Singapore, the Thaipusam is the first 2 months of January or February. Thaipusam 就是那些印度人把他们的那些泥的铺在身体. So this is one way. Thaipusam is also religion. And then they walk on the street with all the needles poking their body or even carry a vase with full of milk to 谢罪, to pay back their sins to God. And 1 week before they start to walk on the fire of all the charcoal and the needle poking them, they have to be very clean. They have to stay in the temple for 1 week. They only eat vegetarian food. That's all. Okay. But because of that, Thaipusam was part of the holiday, but now they are taken out. Why I ask you, why I tell you, because during when I was in my school, some of the Indian students, they have to apply for a letter to attend the Thaipusam. But because Thaipusam is not an official holidays in Singapore. So please take note, now some of you might come through these things. So last time Thaipusam was holiday, but now not only Deepavali. So you realize Chinese New Year got 2 days of holiday. Malay got 2 days of Muslim got 2 days of holiday. Christian got 2 days. But you see the Indians, I realize that the Indian only got Deepavali. But the rest got no, because you see the Indians got so many days, different days of holidays. But if the government were to give the holidays to different groups of Indians, that means end up there will be a lot of holidays. And it might also jeopardize the other race. Hey, how come this group got more holidays? We all Chinese only got 2 days. Islam, Muslim only got 2 days. The Christian only got 2 days. But how come they have more different days? So to make matters not so worse, fair enough, Deepavali is celebrated across the whole entire so-called the Indian communities. I'm still not very clear on this matter. This is not 道听途说. This is, I got to interview some of my Indian friends and talk to them and they share with me, oh, 原来如此. So it's a bit, sometimes you see the Indian or you say happy Deepavali, they'll tell you, sorry, I'm not celebrating Deepavali. Yeah? That I'm a Christian. Huh? And then Indian 他们不吃牛肉的哈，如果他们是 Hindus 对吗？他们不吃牛肉。可是你看到一个印度人他吃牛肉 ，say, huh? Isn't you are not supposed to eat beef? You say, no, I'm not Hindu, I'm a Christian, I'm a Catholic. You see, 很乱啊。But 你只要知道，只要他们是回教啊 ，Muslim 他们不可以吃肉干，猪肉的东西就不可以吃。Not true Surprisingly, some of the Malay here in Singapore, they eat 猪肉They are not supposed to but here we don't care. And then in Singapore when they have 1 month of fasting 马来人你懂吗？1个月不可以早上不可以吃东西，直接到晚上他们 breakfast 的时候来吃。可是你看，为什么街边还有马来人吃东西？But if you go to Malaysia, Indonesia, they are not allowed to. And the worst thing, if you go to Saudi Arabia, if you eat, if you are Muslim, good luck to you. You not only fine, you get jail. So serious, eh? You see, that's why religion is so powerful. 明白吗? I just want to convince you with all the facts and evidence to prove to you why religion is so powerful. See, I can be a Chinese, but if I'm a Muslim, I must follow the religion already. So if happen that Hari Raya Puasa 就是那个月就是 fasting month. But 我是 Muslim， 可能我不是 Raymond 我是 Muhammad bin Raymond， 所以我是马来人不是马来人 ，sorry， 我是 Muslim， 我是 Chinese Muslim。then 我就是 fasting month， 我不可以吃东西，在早上跟下午，我只有晚上可以吃东西。So that is the difference. See? So the religions has the most powerful things over the race. Agree on that? Convince
Now
you?
I agree. Now I agree.
Now you agree 啊？我不是跟你讲废话嘞，我是跟你讲事实嘞。你有时看到你在学校，abang, ada sudah makan, ada fasting puasa, tak boleh makan. Say you're fasting, right, brother? How come you eat? Never mind 啦 today I eat, then next few day I pay back. 可以这样的但有些那些女孩子来月经啦，还是老人家pregnant 啦，还是 very sick one, they are allowed to break the fast and continue to eat. You see, religion so powerful, they have to ask the priest and things like that, you know. And then after that, they have to pay back. Sometimes you ask your friend, hey, why you not eating? I'm fasting. Huh? But your fasting month was in April, now it's July. What fast you? I'm paying back. Powerful not the religions.
Slight confusion. We're getting slightly confused there, don't worry about it.
Confused which part?
No. It's just like the people who are asking this, if they don't really have a good understanding of this.
So now you understand,
Yeah, we understand.
Now you see, in Singapore, Catholic, every Friday, like today, Friday, we as a Catholic, we are not supposed to eat any single thing that is meat that is related to blood, no. Because Jesus died on Friday. That's why it's called Good Friday. But today, 我去吃 so-called the other version of 海底捞。我吃牛肉、羊肉、鸡肉，什么肉都吃。真是罪孽，阿弥陀佛。Wait 有人要进来。Okay, so you see, there are different. You see, that's the power of religions, Just like 你看那个最近I don't mind since 可能你比较新new because I only can see your face 可英 and 职业职业职业 OK。You know last month 不是有那个鬼那个农历7月对吗？那个鬼节鬼门关对吗？Is it got to do with religion？ 你懂那个鬼门关吗？那个7月农历7月，你不懂你看到外面很多人在烧那个银纸、烧香、蜡烛在那个有没有？有没有？你不懂那些好兄弟出来，我要吃东西你不懂就是那个鬼门关打开了，农历7月。所以你看我刚才做华人的鬼因为华人的鬼是1个月，你做老外的鬼只有1天 Halloween 乔玲哪一个比较好？我当然是做华人的鬼比较好吗？ I got 1 month of holiday can come out to the world. If I become the 老外鬼I only got 1 day, that is 31st of October. Of course, I choose Chinese. 对吗？So this month 就是那个鬼门关打开，把那些兄弟出来给他们饭。可是有时候这些鬼莫名其妙的就不懂为什么没有回去那个地狱他就乱跑了。连那个黑无常、白无常就要去抓人了，那牛头马面出来。It sounds like 如果你去虎霸别墅 right 天佑 and then we talk about 虎霸 villa right 如果你去新加坡那个 MRT 叫虎霸 villa 你去看那个18层地狱 you will understand what I mean. So you see I just want to tell you religion is so powerful that can change a person's life and it really changed me When I was a Catholic a lot of things happens before I become a Catholic but the things when I become Catholic there's a lot of few miracles things 奇迹出现在我身上So I'm not telling you you must be Catholic, you must be these religions or not. I feel that a person should take a religions. Okay? Now anyway, this is my convince. I want to persuade you. 我要说服你，一个宗教 是其实是非常重要的。你没有宗教是你的事啊，我不可以干涉你 ，I cannot interrupt you. But I feel that from the past to now， 不只是那个《西游记》啊，那个如来佛祖这些啊 ，you really realize that we need God, but God don't need us. But if you say about scientific things, you cannot tell them. Yeah, you see, I went to Novena Church, the most powerful church in my opinion. Every time I'm down, I go to Novena MRT, I go out to the Novena Church, I pray. Every time I pray, sometimes I sing the hymns, I can cry, I can feel the miracles happening, some things that happen. And true enough, sometimes the priest read certain letters, this person got cancer already. Doctor say only got 3 months, 6 months to live. But miraculously, after praying all these things, this person can live out to another 1, 2 years and 3 years. Now you tell me, this is science and doctor also, well, I don't know how to explain how come I only say 6 months, but this guy can live up to 1 year, 2 years. You see? And that's why if you don't feel religion is powerful, Stephen. So 有时候你们压力的时候 like for me, every day and night, 早上我会去 pray to God because if some of you come to my house, you'll know that I have a altar for my Jesus. I'll pray in the morning. I'll read my Bible day and night. Only daytime, sorry. Nighttime, I'll just pray. And morning, every time, 6 o'clock, when my son go to school, I will read the Bible. I'll pray to all of you, including my family, to those I know of. I pray to all my students who do well in the exam and be healthy. So you see, 有一个解脱啊，雅叶，宗教是一个解脱，使到你自己不会烦躁，不会有压力，不会有觉得走投无路，就不是说好像走到变成楚河汉界，还是走到一个好像一个公鸡没有那个头headless chicken don't know where， 找到没有目标。可是，在那个神的方面呢，好像他会跟你祈祷，跟你走出有一个阳光道，一个 pathway。So I just feel that religion is so powerful and so good because it not only unites people, it makes the person to 放下屠刀，立地成佛，阿弥陀佛。那你看，我们华人都有用到这个如来佛祖是这样对吗？放下屠刀，立地成佛嘞，佛呢？说这个很奇怪嘞，这个 religion 的东西啊，你可信其有，不可信其无，你随便讲。就像你看啊，我现在跟你讲。七夜鬼节，你不会随便吐痰。You know when I was young my parents say don't announce spit So I was thinking, so 如果不是鬼节I can 呸，因为那些兄弟坐在那个沟渠那边，在吃那个蜡烛，在吃那个香，不然你呸他，还是你在那边小便，还是你在那边踢那个东西。Can you imagine you go to hawker center? Okay, the person are eating, you go and kick the person and take the water and pour on the face. Of course, 你当然是找事做嘛，对不对？哇，这些兄弟你看不到，也有些人有阴阳眼他可以看到的嘞。I got this friend say, "Can I go to the table and sit now?" You know what she say to us? You know what I say? 你真的要做吗？Okay, let's go to another table. He can see those things that we cannot see, because we saw the table empty 嘛 so we go and sit. So the next thing, 你真的要做吗？On second thought, 走吧，我们还是去麦当劳吃吧。宁可信其有，不可信其无。这句话讲得很没有面。Seriously, okay, I just want to convince you that is why 我虽然不说带很老，我看到 enough to tell you why religion is so important, because people can die for the 你看那个什么那个 Vesak Day 如来佛祖的生日，你看什么3拜5什么5步3拜What is that Can somebody tell me? You walk 5 steps, you bow 3 times. 是不是5步3拜Alright, have you heard this before, 雅叶？没有OK, 你懂二郎神吗？你懂谁是二郎神你懂为什么他有那个眼睛在中间为什么他会变成神吗？因为他母亲做了很多罪孽，然后到最后他打进18层地狱。因为他要做孝子，他闯了鬼门关。跟那个翼王不是翼王的那个阎魔不是那个Hell God 是什么？那个华语叫什么？阎罗王对，阎罗王跟他讲说，我要救我母亲，他说可以If you can go through all the 18 things, I will let you save your mother. And he went through to 感动了阎罗王 and 上帝的那个翼王大帝，so he become the God. You see the power. Sorry 啊 this might be 所谓的那个小孩子的传说，还是古代的那种说法。But is there a meaning for that? Right. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go about race and ethnicities. Do you think this is possible in our society? Come, do you think it's possible now, race and ethnicity? So yeah, this take note now, because this one is involved in the social study. And if you want to go to JC, they like to talk about all this. In fact, now these topics is so hot now that everywhere you go, you turn on newspaper, you see this. Racial harmony is one of them. But you realize the racial harmony, they wear traditional costume. It's also related, to the way of the religion. Think about it, it's all related. Okay, guys, so do you think it's possible? Well, I think yes. You see, there's this little part here, which shows you this part here. So that means there is something, this part here, there's something sharing. There's a possibility that everyone's have the subset. This is math, subset. Yeah, I know my math. Okay. So bridging the gaps to leaders like race. Okay, let's look at this later. Cute pictures here. You see, even though you see the person who wear all these things, we know that this is got to do with custom and value and tradition, but it's also related to religions. Okay. May I have Hao Xuan, can you read to the class, please? Refer. Are you able to read, Hao Xuan?你穿衣服了吗？ Can you turn on your camera already, 浩璇？你衣服去哪里拿？要走很远的，108000里拿。穿好衣服了吗？ No naked already, right? Can turn on your camera and read to the class. I count 5 seconds. If you cannot read, I'll pass to the next one. 1, 5. Thank you. May I have Ziyue, please?
Bridging the gap to leadership, race refers to common physical characteristics and traits of an individual. People are assigned to a race based on characteristics such as skin color, for example, black and white.
Okay, that's race, That is race. Versus refer come.
Ethnicity refers to an individual's culture, grouping people based on their common heritage, language, and traditions, for example, English, Chinese, Nigerian.
So Ziyue, I'm not sure you study history, right? You know the most famous leader who was able to control the 3 continents, Asia, Africa, and Europe. 你懂是哪一个国王吗？ Huh?
No.
成吉思汗, Genghis Khan, the Mongol leader. Okay, you realize he controlled 3 continents and make everyone to be intermarriages, and also they also have different ways to blend in together and really become, you see, maybe Ziyue and you and me might be part of the descendants of the great Mongolian tribes back then. If you go and check your DNA. So sometimes people say, hey, you don't look like Chinese, you look like a bit of this, a bit of that. Just like you see, you go to Uzbekistan, the Tajikistan, Azerbaijan, the one that's pretty near to Russians. Okay, not Pakistan. They are a bit of mixture, or even Tibet and Xinjiang. You realize that the skin color is a bit different, right? But they wear the same ethnicities, cultures, and heritage, and the costume, right? Come, let's go. These two, so yeah.
These 2 terms are often used interchangeably but are not actually synonyms of each other. It is important to remember the difference as these terms are used to describe an individual's identity. Understanding the difference can help you to use terms that are acceptable and respectable. It is important to remember that race and ethnicity are social constructs. Tip. People of the same color may be viewed as the same race. People who live in the same country, speak the same language, or have the same tradition would tend to be of the same ethnicity. If in doubt, just ask. Many people have their own preference to what they want to identify as.
Yeah, there are some people who don't like to call themselves Negri or blacks. They would like to say they are Negroes. They want to say something different. Okay, something like that. So you realize that this is just a little pictures to share with you what is the different race and ethnicity. Don't confuse yourself. Race is got to do with skin color. intensity is more than that. You see, can be intensities, the things. So you can see this person, Indians, but maybe skin is black and white, their race, but you can have the other person, their skin and colors are different, but maybe they are wearing the sari. And the cell is this one, you know, is a Malay, but they can be Saudi Arabia. Difference. Okay. Thanks, yeah. So let's talk about the speech by MP Edwin Wong. It's not for me. And how we also can use this as a situation writing on So you see how a speech is given by, this is a real one, the real one by Edwin Tong, who give a speech to a lot of people. I can't remember where's the place. Okay. Fostering racial and religious harmony in Singapore, direct across the generations. So from this picture, you can see bonding Singapore. There are two paths. Your background of Singapore is a multiracial and multi-religions. Yes, it's true. There's a background. But the importance of ethnic diversity, you learn that in your Sec3 social study textbook. Next year, social study must take note of this one. It's super important because the diversities is issue 1 and 2. Okay, makeup. I'm not sure it's changed. I think the social study don't change. Peace and security and economic progress. So what does it mean? That to bond in Singapore, you must have all these ingredients. If not, Singapore will be 四分五裂. That means they cannot be united as one color. As united as one multiple color. Because the word multi here. You see, like this two. This one is like 他们是双胞胎. Okay, cannot leave one another away from that. So this is a very good pictures that I want to showcase to you that, okay, by doing that, because we are able to allow so many multi-religions and races to come to Singapore, not easy, no? Look at Japan, it's just only one race, one common race. Korea as one example. American is not. England's maybe in the past years. Which countries? Not many countries are now homogeneous, one race, one culture, one religions. Very hard, not many countries in the world having this. Okay? So let's go. This is a very interesting speech. Okay, may I have can you read 1, 2? Let's go. Distinguished guests, let's go.
Well, I cannot find any sentence for a second.
Here.
Oh,
Yes,
distinguished guests. Panel,
one panel, two panel.
yes.
各位的patient
Ladies and gentlemen, I sit at the crossroad of two ministers between what we do in society and the Ministry of Culture, Community and Youth, MCCY, and how we look at racial harmony in that perspective. And also in my capacity at the Ministry of Law, looking at it from a legal perspective, what laws we might need and how we need to put them in place. I would say that in our society, we do need a fair balance for both, and I'll be happy to share some further thoughts with you.
Stop. Zach. Yeah, you're right, you see? We need both fair balance of both. There you are. Zach, you saw that? Kanama, Zach. Hello, Zach. Hello, are you there? Hello, Zach. Can you answer me now? Oh, okay, thanks. See? So you're right, no? Both 就是好像双胞胎. You cannot leave like your right hand and left hand. But sure enough, you must have a hand that is a master hand, right? So I choose religion as my master hand, the hand that I write. But some people very cute, no? Like my elder son, he can use both hands to write. Not for me. Carry on, my dear. Number 2, please. Yeah, your turn. Number 2.
This being the 5th of the series, the regardless of race, dialogues.
就是对话 dialogues.
I understand that the previous edition of this dialogue spoke about the complementary roles between the government, the community, and individuals. I think that's really a partnership where we need to be constantly working at issues of race and religion, and ensuring that racial harmony has its place in today's society. B. There were also discussions on recent trends and developments inescapably with the advent of technology.
Advent.
advent of technology, the way in which Western society discuss race and religion views on religion, they inevitably have an impact on us in Singapore, and I will be discussing some of my views on that as well.
No need to say C, just say N.
And of course, the advent in social media that has become a game changer in so many different ways. And I would say, particularly for race and religion issues, on how fault lines are exploited or accentuated by bad actors. I think they come to the fore a lot more in the content of social media.
So what you read just now from 2 to ABC is to tell you that whether you like it or not, religions and race is going to stay here for many, many generations to come. Whether you like it or not, we have to learn to take it like a partnership. Whether you like it or not, this is how Singapore society is going to be functioning for many, many years to come. And the thing is, whether you like it or not, we must learn to take it as we are living side by side as one to make the countries to progress. And whatever other countries there's some against certain religions or whatever it is, then you see, it will be different. They will be maybe have riots and attack because of certain religions issue. But in Singapore, once there is any recently that like racial riots, right? You're talking about it. No, here will be different. You know why different? Here will be if there's riot, all these things. In other country got this problem with the religions. Here we will sit down, have a dialogue, conversation, 对话 and or like Singapore conversation, and talk about it. We want to be more civilized, more understanding and non-violence issue. If there's violence, I tell you, 完蛋了, nobody will want to come to this country. Thank you, yeah, for your rates. So these 2, A, B, and C. Now number 3, may I have Xiaoling, are you able to read number 3 now? Let's go.
As we begin to turn the page on 2020, what a year this has been. Such a difficult year in so many different ways. We look at what lies ahead of us in the 2021 horizon. With the vaccine coming on board, what we do with opening of more safe spaces, and with phase 3 upon us in a little over a week. I think it is timely for us to consider in the context of these discussions, where do we go from here? What does regardless of race, language, or religion mean? And do they refer to different ideals to different people? And should it be different in this context?
Yeah, exactly, you see. So now I even can tell you my religion is still very important. They really put that regardless of race, language, or religions. Also, regardless of religions or race. Is ethnicity more important or nationality? Like what? Can you, what happened? You turn on your camera. So many people turn on camera. Ayo. Okay, so just like, is it nationality more important now? Is it the identity of being a Singaporean is more important? I don't care whether you're Chinese, Malays, Indians, or other race. Where is the importance that comes in to make sure that the race and religions or even languages is regardless with you? Is it that we want, where do we go from here? What is the emphasis to make Singapore to be one of the best country to live in, regardless of race, language, or religion? Or do we still want to take religions as part and parcel to unite people? I think one of the topics was in Sec3, or Ke-Ying maybe can take note, is the social economy status and social economic culture status, 对吗? Can you, yeah, if you know. So to me, I feel that social culture status are more important than social economy status. Social culture is more important, okay? Because they still want to believe in their own cultures. These are who are, Xiaoling, can you do 4 and 5 again?
At the outset, let me say that we in government don't have all the good ideas on this, and we welcome suggestions, ideas, viewpoints, criticism, and really charting a path forward together is where I think we should be taking this. It's not possible for one side in the partnership, community, government, individuals, civil society, and organizations like the Eurasian Association or any one organization to decide what path that should take. It's really to be developed by consensus.
Excuse me, why are you talking? Government don't have all the good ideas on this. Then what is the point of voting you as my government? Huh? You don't know anything and yet you want our opinion. Hey, come on. This is something. If a government is really openly to tell you, sorry, I may need your advice. Maybe 我做得不够好. I need your feedback. I want to see how I can improve. Can you please help me? Can you please enlighten me? Can you tell me the path? How do I make this way of doing things to be better for all Singaporeans and the foreigners who come to Singapore? So there's an open conversation. There's a conversation that allows people to break away from misunderstandings, prejudice, discrimination, and biasness. Not every country in the world, the government will allow you this. They'll ask you to just shut up and follow my instruction. Like it or not, you follow it. I think you should know, right? Yeah. You know, there's one chapter about France assimilations. Remember the France assimilation in issue 2, chapter 5 or chapter 6, where if you are in the France, you have to follow their way of doing things. You go and look at chapter, the France assimilations. Maybe your exam over already. But that's the topics where, because France have their rich cultures and they have a strong religions, and most of the French people there are all Catholic people, are Christian. You see? So they have deep rooted, and because of their leaders are called Napoleon, okay? And because they fought in World War I and II, so they are very rich in their cultures and their belief. So they cannot be like Singapore. So that's why different. So you learn something. So actually all these actually preparing you for not just your Sec3, it's more higher learning. A common goal. May I have this Zachary 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all yours.
Okay. A common goal. Since I talked about conscientious, let me start with what I believe is our common goal and our fundamental aspirations, which have not changed for many decades. A, to build a united nation regardless of race, language, religion. B, where all Singaporeans, regardless of their socio-economic background, race, language, religion, or gender, they all ought to have full and equal opportunities to achieve their aspirations in Singapore and reach their fullest potential. That is fundamental in our constitution and fundamental in our ideals. Where we celebrate our differences and turn it into our strengths makes our society even more resilient because of that diversity, and we need to work at it. We want all to live a societal diversity. I spoke about Singapore's diversity when I first made a speech in Parliament. After I took on this role at MCCY, and I likened our Singaporean society to the Singapore diversity, where we all have different views of where we come from, different backgrounds, culture, and heritage, and different races, all woven together, and that diversity makes the diversity a lot more beautiful.
他所说的 ，Thank you, OK, Thank you 啊。What he's saying that 它就像新加坡是一个棉布啊，一个 blanket， 连一个 blanket 这边破一个洞，破那个洞啊，而是把很快一块布跟它连接起来，做成一个棉被 a blanket. So they take different types of cloth and join together and make it into one beautiful, wow, nice blanket with different multiple colors. That the tapestries, like a nice fabric together. They make it, wow, beautiful and very colorful, very unique. And that's why it's called Uniquely Singapore. And true enough, Zach, what you read through is that okay, turn it into our strength to make society even more resilient. So this is the things that because we are small countries, people might come in and say, hey, this race is better than that race. But no, we tell the world that this is a small country. We have multiple race and multiple religions and multiple languages, but this tree is a triangle, is a very strong pyramid that you cannot destroy us. We are so strong that we are all united, that we believe and respect everyone's are on equal footing. So this is something that I'm sharing with you because you need to know when sometimes you have your social study, your history, your comprehension passage, or maybe you can write this in your essay, or maybe you come across a reflections for IP students. You can think about this, okay? Thank you so much, Zachary. Can I have number 7? Hao Xuan, are you ready to read number 7, Hao Xuan? I already told my colleagues to tell your mommy to ask you to turn on your camera already, yeah? So please kindly, if you can hear me, please turn on your camera, okay? It's no point you coming in, you don't want to participate, and you don't turn on your camera. I feel very weird now. Mei, are you ready to read number 7? Mei also the same. Come in, the one. So next time if you come in, the one to turn on, so sorry, yeah. You pay me, I also the one to let you in because you are not interested to participate. No point. May I have Hanling? Can you read number 7, please?
The question is, how do we get here? How do we move from here? I think we need a little bit of background and context. Of course, there is.
Are you eating? Are you eating?
I am eating.
Eating, then don't talk lah, say lah, tell me easy.
Oh,
Okay,
my bad, sure.
let's wait until here, then we stop, since you are here, of course.
Of course, today's session from different generations, the boomers, the Gen Zs, the Gen Ys, and millennials, and so on. But I thought it's useful to go back a little bit to understand where Singapore came from and what our perspectives are.
Yeah, thank you. So whether you're which generation, Gen X, Y, Z, though, I don't care. As long as you're part of Singapore, you must respect and tolerance to one another. As long as just like, if you are coming to my Zoom class, you need to participate. You need to turn on the camera. You need to share your ideas, not sit here and freeloader and listen. Fine, fine. If you want to listen, it's fine. But at least be fair, share your thoughts and experience. Okay? If not, next time, sorry, I have to tell my boss. Okay? Unless it's my own tuition. I say I give you free tuition, then it's a different story. But this one, I have to report to my boss. So I hope you understand and turn on your camera and see your face for attendance. Because I can tell you, there are people turn on camera, they're running away, don't know where. Okay, at least you tell me, Uncle Raymond, like, Hanling, I like your way. I'm not eating, I'm now walking to the restaurant. I'm now getting out of the restaurant in my daddy car. I'm now on the way to my house. So
you just walk, sure?
Yeah, at least last time you were with your friend party, you also turned on your camera, right? Thank you so much.
That was the most fun thing we've ever done.
Yeah, last year, I remember.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah, that was, and your friend was like disturbing you and said, go away, I want to do my stuff. Okay, thank you so much. So I'm giving you one more chance to Hao Xuan. Are you able to read 7A? We became independence. Are you able to read Hao Xuan? Are you able to read? Can you continue 7A?
Okay. We became independent in the 1960s, and we have come a long way since then. Probably in some of the 1970s too, where in those decades, racial differences and tensions were a lot more powerful, and they seeped into the everyday's life about how people organize themselves, where you work, how you live, who your neighbors were. The racial undertone was very much stronger.
Yeah. May I ask Yaya and Ke Ying last year set 1, maybe no. Zachary, all the set 3 student. I know when you were in set 1, were you given a chance to visit the Asia Culture Museums or some museum in Singapore? 有吗？有哦，但你应该知道，你会看到那个来佛寺啦，那个威廉法官啦，还有那些古代那个王大爷，有没有？那些有没有去？你的学校带你去参观这些博物馆，对吗
Yes.
Then how will you see? You see that you see realize that all the 苦力就是那从唐山从中国下来那些苦力很可怜就是吃鸦片还是吃粥 Then you see 他们怎么样就会进入社会党 secret society, right? You see when you go into secret society they also have to 祭拜神especially 他们最祭拜最崇拜的就是关羽就是讲义气，不可以出卖兄弟 right? So you see another religion again. You see, it's still another religion. And you bring about, at that time, even the religions are more important that time because they need religion to bring them to walk off the evil spirits the bad things whatever things that is not good to them. They say, please, 请你神保佑我今天平平安安出船，没有大风大雨，没有大浪，不会淹死我。希望我满载而归，再回来很多鱼可以卖。Something like that. 所以他们就会拜那个妈祖。妈祖是一个 so called the god of the sea. where every time in Taiwan, all these people go out to get fishing, they have to pray for that. And they need these protections, because without these protections are very bad. The whole family might, the father die, whatever it is. So you realize the racial undertone was much stronger. And because of racial riots, it's very important. Okay, thank you so much. Tianyu, B, C, D, go.
If we study social political events at the time and look at the prevailing local circumstances between the tension which were prevalent between races in Singapore and also between nations, the people around Singapore, the odds of Singapore emerging as an independent nation comprised of a multi-ethnic and multi-racial origins, which would have been very low. Continue? Okay. Today, instead, we are enjoying a harmonious, multiracial, and multi-religion society. I think this is the fruit of our forefathers' work.
Stop. Okay, you see, during the 1964, the racial riots, it's all due to the Malay and the Chinese, right? But you have to understand 为什么他们那个马来人跟华人会打架 in 1964 or 1963 已经开始. It's all because of their religions. So in your textbook, I'm not sure your teacher tell you that they were celebrating the birth of Muhammad. That's the so-called the messages of God in the Islamic. And halfway through, I don't know what happened. They went through the wrong side. You go and listen to the old people who are still alive and went through the racial riot. They tell you, 我跟你讲，那是很乱嘞。我坐在那个德士，我在了那个德士的时候，我经过那个马来的村庄啊，每个人他以为我是华人的，幸亏我会讲一些马来话。然后我跟他讲，apa ini saya sini的masuk的kampung，就是我住在这边呢，我就要进去。他说你是马来人吗？刚好有一个马来同胞是我跟他从小玩到大的，他认识我是华人，他就帮我解说，this is 阿棒，kawan，这是我的 brother， 这是我的朋友，是住在这边的。然后我再避了这个风险，过了这个关，哇，大难不死必有后福。And then another case. All the Chinese want to whack this Malay, and this Malay ran to a Chinese house, and it happened that this Chinese managed to get this Malay and go into the house and save his life. And he said this in the real so-called interview. Why can't we live in peace? Why we always must dominate other races? Bloody hell. Seriously, this world doesn't belong to just the Chinese alone. It belongs to all races. God never teach you to kill another race for the sake of your own race. Moses was the one who get out of the slavery from the king of Egypt at that time. That's why they got the Dead Sea. They opened up the sea when Moses was at the sea. Hey, God, I thought you want to free us from slavery and start our own country in Israel. Why am I in the dead end? And God heard that, opened up the sea and let them pass through. And when the Egyptian army came, they all was flooded and killed. And that's how the Dead Sea is all about. Whether you believe or not, this is a Bible thing. So you realize, I still want to emphasize, religion is still very powerful. Without religion today, the human's world might be very, very, very chaotic. It's without religion. 你记得那个唐三藏吃饱没事做去取经做梦找了三个丑八怪陪他去取经你看那个唐三藏这么 handsome 对吗？像我这样方面面这么多头发来。我还比他多头发唐三藏没有头发我还比他有头发Okay, I know you're laughing at me, Mimi. At least Hao Xuan will say, no, Uncle Raymond is still hot and spicy and good. Thank you, Hao Xuan. I just 故意要给你开那个店那个 camera 要看你的庐山真面目嘛。Okay, carry on. Tianyu, let's do E, please.
Even as we cherish this harmony today, we must always remember that this did not come by chance. We got here because of a strong will. And there will remain tensions, both natural and those fueled by bad actors, which will pull against the grain of racial harmony. And we can speak about it.
So sorry, thank you. I'm so sorry to say, because this month, Ye, Ke-Ying, Ziye, Qiaoling, Han-Ling, Mian-Mian, Hao Xuan, Zachary, Warren, and Ke-Ying, all of you listening. These topics, religion and race, is super sensitive, 很敏感的嘞。你讲错东西你就完蛋了，你就会打成18层地狱。So whatever we say, we must be very careful. We must be very conscious. Just like when you're writing your source-based questions, you make sure that there's no biasness. It must be fair and square. But sometimes the source itself is really biasness and prejudice. So how can you leave out and make sure the tone is different. Slowly, really need a lot of efforts. Hao Shen, are you able to read the E now? Thank you. This will,
Which one?
the one highlighted, please.
This will and determination over the many years implemented through constitutional, political and social structures, brought Singaporeans together, strengthened mutual respect and gain understanding between different groups, and encourage behaviors that expand our common space. All of that has been something that we worked very hard at. Unlike many other countries today, we do not have housing precincts which are defined by the racial majority of the people living there. Yes, we have Chinatown, Little India, Geylang, Serai, and this is all known to be areas where we share rich Chinese, Indian, Malay cultural heritage, but we do not define our housing precincts by the racial majority of the people living there.
Exactly. You see, every time when I mention Chinatown, oh, must be the Chinese staying there. Why? Cannot be other race, man. Little India must be the Bangladesh and India staying there. No, I do have friends staying there. Mommy, can you tell your sister I'm having tuition now? I can't talk. Okay, sorry. My sister-in-law just calling me from Greece. Sila. Okay, asking her to buy something. Han Ling, you know what I want her to buy? Han Ling, guess what? She's now in Greece.
What is it?
I want her to buy something very mythological and historical. What do you think? Start with S.
Don't know.
Socrates. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a person, Joe.
Yeah. It's a person, but some people think. Of course, I'm not talking about Zeus or Hercules. You know who is Socrates, right? Hello? Kaling, you know who is it, right?
Yeah, he's the philosopher.
Yes, a Greek philosopher. Because of him, he is a very inquisitive person. So I want my sister-in-law to buy this for me. Okay. Then about Geylang, I tell you, Hao Shen. When I say Geylang, people say, oh, Mr. Shang, Uncle Raymond, 你去 Geylang 哦。去 Geylang 怎么？去 Geylang 叫鸡咯，叫鸡饭。雅燕，你懂 Geylang 是什么地方吗？不懂哦。
不懂。
不懂啊 ，Geylang 就是那个红灯区嘞。你懂什么是红灯区吗？
不懂。
红灯区就是那种妓女啊 ，prostitute 嘞，卖淫的地方呢。而且很多不只是卖淫啊，5种啊。illegal gambling, illegal drugs, illegal prostitution, illegal loan shark 大耳窿借钱，还有一个 gangster 黑社会，那边以前到现在还是这样的。所以你也没有事情，不要乱去哦。你去错一个 lane 就是完蛋了。OK， so be careful 啊。那你懂了哦，雅叶。所以我的学生很调皮嘞。哇 ，Mr. Shang，which Geylang Avenue or lane you go？so sad 啊 ，now you understand 啊，这个地方Geylang啊，其实是马来人的村庄。为什么你要讲到他们这么好色的地方 ？Oh my goodness, seriously 啊，no， 这些人真的是孤陋寡闻，而且很 very stupid 啊。Oh my God, I just saw this. Wait 啊。No, because now she's want to buy the Socrates figurine. She's asking me, is this the one? Let me see, Socrates. Yes, correct. Wait, just to prove to you my you received the picture now? Oh, now they are daytime, we are nighttime in Europe. So this is the common space is very important. So please don't have this kind of perception. 那种概念 Geylang 就是红灯区，其实 Geylang 有很多东西吃的，很好的地方的。Okay, that one is near in Paya Lebar MRT station there. Okay, but true enough, there's still a lot of vice, VICE 那些不良嗜好的地方所以请你不要去，如果你没有一个人，不要乱去那个地方是真的I went there a few times to have food and visit my friend, but no. Sorry, this is not okay. My dear 浩璇 can you 我难得你可以读哦，就给你读大概5篇了哈，多麦哈，谢谢啊，浩璇。OK 啦，no 啦，bluff you 啦，怎么舍得嘞？哎呦，我会心痛嘞，讨厌。OK，let's go。G
Our forefathers forged this conscious on what it
consensus.
consensus on what it means to live in harmonious, multiracial, and multi-religion.
Multi lah, multi. You purposely tuition and tuition, oh.
No, I cannot read properly. I cannot see.
So big you cannot see ah.
I cannot see.
Now better.
No, as in like I thought like the religious and multi is like
Oh,
like
multi-religious
yeah,
society. Carry on.
it becomes not just an ethos but or an aspiration, but it has become our lived experience. I think that's what we need to be.
Yes. Yes, yes.
We need to talk
So-
about it,
Yes.
not only in
Yeah.
the context of what aspirations we want, regardless of race, to be like, but what it means for the lived experience. I also recognize that each generation is going to be different from the one before. We have come through several generations of Singaporeans since independence. But there will be different priorities and aspirations, and as we progress up Maslow's hierarchy of needs, as we move from being a developing nation in the 1960s to 1970s to one that is a lot more developed, the challenges are also different.
Ke would you want to study business when you are going for university or A-level, Ke Please answer me truly, please. Please. You don't want business, but do you like to study about sociology, psychology, these type of things? Then what you want to study? Tell me lah.
I don't know yet.
Don't know Why you don't know yet? Because I need you to answer me truthfully, okay? Because my brother-in-law start asking me which figurine want to buy. Okay. How about you? These who are Ling? Will you want to study business or write down? Yeah, the one highlighted in yellow, please write down. It's super important. Marshall hierarchy of needs. Very important. Yeah, it's very important. Ke Ying and Ling, please go and Google this. Super important. Do you want?
Do I want to learn business in the future?
Yeah. Do you want to take business or law or anything? You need to know about Marshall hierarchy of needs. Do you want to do it?
Not particularly.
If you want to be teachers or even lawyers, you more to the humanities subjects. I'm not saying the science engineering don't need this. Architect maybe need this one also. This is a very powerful hierarchy of needs. Seriously, yeah, trust me. Okay, you go and Google it and you'll understand why it's so super important. Because你的爷爷奶奶是 on the top of the triangle, the self-esteem, ESTEM. You go and Google it, you will understand why. And if you can translate this all the English word to Chinese, 你就会知道为什么在中国的有一个很出名的哲学家是他用这个方法来做东西。Okay, I can't remember the name. I'm so sorry. Take note of this. Very, very important. So, Ling, I leave it to you. So, for example, this one also can be can be using in your family. Seriously, in your brother, sister, and yourself. Go and look through it now when you're free. Don't look it through it now when you're having exam. Please, okay? Thank you so much. Okay, we were going to continue until where? Okay, we continue until the next few paragraph. Hao Shen, will you mind finish out this and we call it a day? Okay, thank you. Can we have these 3? That's all. Hao Shen, please. Thank you very much.
We must expect that we must expect that we will face evolving expectations for racial and religious harmony. What it might mean or have meant as a lived experience for people in the 1960s and 1970s would be different from today. And I think we must acknowledge that on top of that, trends such as globalization, the world being a smaller place in terms of connectivity, and social media influencing our views on racial matters, some for better, but oftentimes also for the worse.
Precisely. I totally agree. Because of social medias and because now everyone say your generation, all these generation, your generation, the X, Y, and the millennium, so all very sucks, lousy like 草莓族. How true? You all decide is it your fault? I don't think so, right? Carry on, please. Thank you.
Social media, wait.
Yeah, carry on.
Oh, that was me. Social media has provided platforms for many open, constructive discussions, much as this series, for example. Yet at the same time has emboldened hate speech and bigotry.
Yes, correct. Bigotry. Yes. Where are you now? Sorry, I'm lost. I'm listening, but where?
I'm done.
Oh, bigotry. Yes. So you realize, okay, we have completed the few points that what the minister has given the speech about race and religions, about how important that it is. The Marshall hierarchy needs also tell you that it's not about race or religions, it's about what kind of needs you want, what is the most important needs now from Singapore or from the next few generations. Okay, so let me bring down my camera a bit so we can see my face. All right, good. So thank you. We'll stop here for the time being and we will wait for next week. We're going to play a game next week about this one here. So we're going to form a group. So group A, B, C. Okay, group A, I've not tasked who is going to be the leader. So each group will be just like certain people to come in to talk about it, okay? And share. So maybe group A, Hao Shen, maybe you have to choose two of your this group member. Then Ye, you have to choose two more. And then Ke Ying, you have to choose two more. So we are total at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 person. Just nice. So 3 in the group. So A, so for example, A, if you are choosing religions, B and C cannot choose religion already. Okay? Right. So next week, I'm not going to assign who is going to be a leader, but we're going to talk more about it and tell me why do you think yours is more important than the rest. So take note about these 3 and we'll discuss more next week. Yeah, we stop here, right? Let me see. We got so many points to talk about it. So we just only finished 8. So we stop here. Okay, guys, I know some of you are having exams, so we don't want to take so much of your time. I wish you all the best. I'll see you next Friday. And
Y'all still taking exams.